Hey guys, what's going on? Adam Snyder here with Home and Entrepreneur. So a lot of people ask me, is the 4-hour work week, is that possible? Is that a get rich quick scheme? Is that some type of scam? What is it? First, if you don't know what it is, the 4-hour work week was made famous by Tim Ferriss. You can go check out his book. I'll put the description or the link in the description box below if you want to check it out. But what you need to understand, the 4-hour work week is extremely possible. It is actually easy. I'm able to do it if I want to. Okay, and I'm gonna explain that in a second. But the 4-hour work week is possible, and I want to give you some tips to not only make it possible, but make the transition from a worker's life to the more entrepreneurial, that transition. I want to make that easy for you. So stay tuned for that. So the first thing you need to understand is the 4-hour work week does not apply to those that work a 9-to-5 job, because obviously 9 to 5 in one day, you're obviously over the 4 hours. So you can just scratch that. It doesn't apply to people that work for somebody else. It is your business. You dictate how many hours you work, how much money you make, and your schedule. Okay? That's the 4-hour work week. Now, the reason it works better I think it only works if you are actually the owner of the business, is because you can hire the people to run the business for you. Okay, so this is tip 1, is to hire the right people. Not just hire anybody, not just hire the cheapest person you can find. You want to hire the right people. I spend the majority of my budget to hire out people and to hire out outsourcers, virtual assistants, all that. I spend the majority of my money on managers. The managers that I hire, that I employ, that I've had for years, what they do is they manage my entire business, or the section of my business that I allow them to run. So the manager that I use to run the majority of my websites, he manages a team of people that not only do link building, do content creation, they check the analytics of the site to make sure it's going in the right direction. That's what I pay them to do. That's mainly what I pay him to do, is he manages that aspect of my business, so I can be thinking about something else, coming up with new ideas, new website ideas, new whatever. Okay? But that's where the majority of my spending budget goes, is to hire managers. Okay? When I say hire the right people, I'm talking about somebody that not only has the skills to do the different tasks, but they also have that skill set that they can manage other people. So if you want to be successful and you want to have that 4-hour work week, I guarantee you that you need to have the right people. I'm talking about somebody that has that managerial experience, that skill set, those different traits, that they can actually take people, even go and find the right people. Okay, go and find somebody to outsource their work to. You're paying them. If they can pay somebody else to do a bunch of the different tasks, great. They're thinking about the same thing, that 4-hour work week. Okay, so you don't only have that 4-hour work week. You can have a manager that has the exact same thing, and even outsourcers that have the same thing. But as long as everybody's putting all their efforts and putting their time and energy together, you're going to have a successful business. Okay? The second tip that I have for you, no matter what kind of business you run, so if you are just new to the Homemade Entrepreneur YouTube channel, then you don't know what I do. What I do, for those of you that don't know, and if you know what I do, you can skip ahead. But what I do is I run multiple websites. Okay, I have hundreds of websites. I do affiliate marketing. I have multiple YouTube channels, including this one. I do email marketing, I do stock trading, I do peer-to-peer lending, I do ebooks, I do merch by Amazon. I can keep going, okay? I'm gonna stop there, but I can keep going. There's different things I do, and I have managers that help me with the majority of all that stuff, because I can't do it all myself. Okay? I could, and I could have limited success on every single thing, but I don't want limited success. I want to be very successful. That's why I take a lot of the money that I make, a lot of the income, and I spend that and I reinvest back into my business, back into the employees that I have. Not only I keeping them employed, I'm keeping them happy. If you have a happy employee, you will have a better business. I guarantee it. So reinvest back into your business to see growth. You will not see a business grow if you don't reinvest back into it. So take the profits that you make, the income that you make from whatever business you started, put it either back into that business or put it back into another business. Okay, that's how you're going to see growth in your business, but also that's how you're going to see growth in your income as well. Okay, third tip, and this is something that, it's probably common sense, but if you see your business is struggling, or you see it's not growing or as successful as you want it to be, spend more time than that 4-hour work week. I know, we're talking about the 4-hour work week, but if you see your business is struggling, or you hit, some type of speed bump, and things are slowing down and it's looking a little bit, gray, you're not sure if your business is going to make it. If you can pay your bills, pay your employees, pay for your personal stuff, your house payment, your car payment, whatever it is, spend more time than 4 hours. Just because it's a 4-hour work week and that's, the lifestyle you choose, doesn't mean you can't spend an extra hour, 2 or maybe 10 hours that week to ensure that your 4-hour work week continues on, next week, next month, and even next year. Okay? Spend a little more time, because I guarantee you, the more time you spend, the more successful your business will be. Tip number 4 is to repeat the successes that you have. For me, when I first started, I created a website which completely sucked. Okay? I'm not going to go into details, but it just completely sucked. My very first website. I ended up making money, but it sucked. I learned a lot of what to do and what not to do. So I repeated what I should do, what that website was doing well. Repeat that into the next website and the next one. 10 websites later, 100 websites later, 100 websites after that. And I just keep getting better and better. But I repeated the process because I saw it was making me money and they were actually working. I don't want to reinvent the wheel. You hear this all the time. Don't reinvent the wheel. Learn from somebody that's already been through that. Learn from their mistakes. Don't make their mistakes. Make your own mistakes. Okay? The one mistake I don't want you to make is trying to reinvent the wheel. The wheel works. It goes round and round. It's been doing this for years. Don't reinvent it. Reinvest back into your business. Figure out what's working and repeat the process. Okay? When I was doing websites, I figured out what worked. So I kept going back to that same strategy, going over and over. Hundreds of websites that have the exact same strategy over and over, but they work. Okay? Stock traders, they're not trying to figure out, different ways to read, a candlestick graph or the charts, or, look at, the different, markets and all this stuff. They're not trying to do that. They stick to the exact same strategy, do it over and over again. They perfect it. And that's how you make money. That's how you become, a wealthy individual. Okay? Don't reinvent the wheel. Tip number 5. I have many days and even weeks where if I didn't want to do anything, I wouldn't, or I don't have to. But I still continue to do something. Every single day I do something. The reason for that is because if I'm not actually working, there's other things I could be doing. One thing that I love to do is to learn something new, to learn a new business, to learn a new skill. Okay? Whether it's learning a new language, whether it's learning to play a new sport or a musical instrument, something like that doesn't really appeal to me. I'm not the musician type, but if I wanted to learn something, I could do that. So spend the 4 hours learning. Or if you only use 2 hours during your week to actually work, spend the extra 2 hours to learn something that you can, put towards your business. Whether, for me, for example, I spend a lot of time shooting videos for my YouTube channels. I do most of the editing here on my Homemade Entrepreneur YouTube channel. So one of the things I've been doing lately is I've been spending about a half an hour to an hour every single day learning how to do different edits on Adobe Premiere Pro. Okay, so that it takes time. Will my edits become cleaner? Will I be able to do more? Yes, I will, but it will take time. So spending that extra half an hour every single day, it's only going to take me a week, 2 weeks, maybe a month or two to learn all these new things, all these new skills that I can apply to my videos. Okay, so the 4-hour work week, it is extremely possible, but you need to know how to utilize those 4 hours correctly, whether it's hiring the right people. So maybe one week, on week 1, you decide you're going to hire the right manager, you're going to hire somebody to be like your personal assistant. That's what you're going to do for the first week. The second week, you guys are going to start your business. You're going to start putting into action. Okay? The third week, you guys, you and your team of people are going to sit down to a Skype call maybe for an hour. You're going to give them their tasks to do. Okay? So maybe they're working 8 hours a day, or 5 hours a day, or maybe 20 hours a week, whatever it is. They're working. You're not. Okay? So you only spend that time in the very beginning. You spend the majority of the time in the beginning just getting your business going. After that is where you start to see the 4-hour work week actually kick in. Okay, you're making money. You're making a somewhat passive income, and you're not doing a single thing. You're just giving kind of giving direction, and that's the beauty of this business, and that's why the 4-hour work week does work. But you have to do it correctly. Okay, so I know this video didn't really give you a whole lot of information about how to start that 4-hour work week type business, but the goal was to give you a few tips to kind of get you going in that right direction. So if you guys have any questions or comments, or you need a little bit more advice, let me know in the comment section below. I'll be more than happy to help you out any way that I can. And I guarantee you the 4-hour work week is possible, but it does take time, effort, and consistency. Okay, that's the big thing. If you're not consistent, you will fail. So again, if you guys have any questions, put in the comment section below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you click the button subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I'll see you guys on the next video.